If you walk into a typical commercial building, everything probably looks pristine. But if you push past the surface and look deep into the carpet fibers, you'll find a hidden layer of dense, compacted grit that daily vacuums simply glide right over. Over a 6-month winter, a building's environment physically shifts. Facilities run on reduced ventilation to conserve heat. That trapped, recirculated air breeds humidity, while hundreds of wet shoes track daily moisture and abrasive soil straight into the lobby. This chart tracks average facility cleanliness audit scores over a typical year. Notice how a building that relies strictly on weekly maintenance steadily declines through the cooler months. By the time October hits, the overall baseline health of that building drops a full 12% compared to where it stood in April. The problem is one of scope. Weekly maintenance is designed for surface-level presentation, emptying bins and wiping desks. Recovering those lost audit points requires a completely different operational playbook, relying on intensive, restorative interventions that target compounding damage. Without an annual, specialized reset to extract that embedded winter wear, standard cleaning schedules aren't actually preserving the property. They are simply masking the slow physical degradation of the building itself. As September rolls around, that indoor environment begins to change. The heating systems power down, and natural humidity levels shift as the building prepares for the warmer months ahead. This environmental pivot triggers the need for a seasonal deep clean. It is a highly specific, measured intervention designed to extract months of compacted dampness, hidden mold spores, and recirculated dust all at once. Performing this operation in the spring intercepts the damage before the intense summer heat bakes that residual grime into the finishes and well before the heavy pre-holiday foot traffic grinding it permanently into the flooring. Stripping away the winter residue right at this seasonal transition is the only operational window where restorative cleaning actually prevents permanent, costly damage to the property's assets. Let's look at a 3D blueprint to map exactly where this winter damage hides. A proper spring deep clean bypasses daily touchpoints entirely to focus on 6 specific infrastructure zones: the HVAC system, carpets, hard floors, exterior windows, bathrooms, and elevated ceilings. Hot water extraction pulls the compacted winter moisture straight out of the carpets, while heavy-duty stripping removes degraded sealants from the hard floors. At the perimeter, the glass is scrubbed to eliminate the hard mineral deposits left behind by months of interior condensation. Moving vertically, teams apply targeted silicone treatments in the washrooms to kill off humidity-bred mold. Up above, elevated surfaces like cable trays and light fixtures are finally cleared of the dust that's settled during months of reduced air circulation. A building's actual baseline health isn't measured by a wiped desk. It is determined entirely by the condition of these 6 hidden infrastructure zones. This cross-section shows the ductwork inside a typical commercial space. When a building switches over to cooling mode in early October, the forced air reverses its normal pattern. That sudden shift in pressure actively dislodges the static dust that has been collecting inside the vents all winter. If the return vents and supply diffusers aren't cleared out before that system powers on, all of those accumulated particles blow straight out of the grill and rain directly down onto occupied desks. To intercept this, crews must run a strict HEPA-filtered vacuuming protocol across all accessible diffusers, perfectly coordinated with the building's mechanical contractor swapping out the main filters. Addressing these transition points is a critical step in reducing the volume of air quality complaints that typically surge when a building switches from heating to cooling mode. Down on the hard floors, the winter months take a massive physical toll. Every wet shoe stepping onto polished concrete or vinyl is actively grinding watery grit into the surface, rapidly chewing through the protective sealant. Restoring that surface requires a low-speed rotary scrubber and an alkaline stripping solution to dissolve the old scarred layer entirely, before laying down fresh coats of commercial-grade polymer. Applying that fresh seal specifically in September or October means the polymer cures exactly when the indoor climate is optimal, locking in a hardened barrier. Timing the application here guarantees the floor has maximum protective life, right as the building enters its highest traffic period leading into the summer holidays. Carpet extraction machines are loud. Floor strippers produce heavy chemical odors. For facility managers, the physical disruption of a deep clean is a massive hurdle. The solution is phased scheduling. Instead of a disruptive building shutdown, work is staggered across a single weekend. Quiet overhead tasks happen Friday night. Carpet extraction follows immediately, highlighting a crucial 48-hour drying block. Finally, hard floors and bathrooms are tackled over Saturday and Sunday. By sequencing the labor this way, the intensive restorative work is executed completely invisibly. When tenants return on Monday morning, the building is fully operational, perfectly dry, and free of any chemical odors. A deep clean costs $5 to $12 per square meter. This dashboard tracks the return. Audit scores jump 15%, and asset lifespan increases. The most striking metric? A 40% drop in cleaning-related tenant complaints. On a capital level, annually extracting the abrasive soils that destroy carpet piles and floor finishes defers the massive cost of replacing those materials entirely. The seasonal deep clean functions as a mechanical reset, physically extracting the wear and soil that standard maintenance schedules are never designed to reach.